We're here at in Berlin, and the new games of Calypso are shown to us. And one of the games was Demonicon from the Noumena Studios. They are based in Berlin, so it's a home game. And we're here with the QA manager. What is Demonicon about?
Demonicon is about a young man who has spent all his life fleeing through the Shadowlands with his family, which consists of his sister and his father. And at some point he's confronted with dark magic powers which corrupt the Shadowlands, and has to start fighting for his destiny.
It's a role-playing game, and it's in the Dark Eye universe, so it's a very classical, old-school RPG.
It has some or a lot of very classic old-school RPG elements, but for starters, it's split up between RPG and action. It's an action RPG, which means that about half of the game is RPG, which means there's a lot of story, there's a lot to explore, there's a lot to read. And the other half is very fast action-based combat, so which is atypical for the Dark Eye, which usually, as at least the pen and paper version, is round-based. Ours is real-time, and you have a lot of maneuvers and spells and tactical options. So the combat is very alive. So we're trying to offer or serve the fans of classic RPGs just as much as fans of action adventures.
And then, if you say you have a lot of new things in the difference to the old school RPGs of the Dark Eye, what kind of new things we can await in this game?
Well, the main difference is that most Dark Eye computer games are happy and colorful and cheerful, and Demonicon is the exact opposite of that. As I said, it takes place in the Shadowlands, which are the dark horror area of the Dark Eye universe. And there you will encounter a lot of dark characters, plagues, curses, zombies, undead, dark magic. So it's very horror themed, which is not very typical for a Dark Eye game, which we found refreshing as a contrast to typical Dark Eye games, and also fit, since the Dark Eye itself isn't exactly a very new game. It's been around since the 80s, so a lot of Dark Eye players who started out when it was still new are now in their 30s, so they expect something more mature or more adult, and that's what we want to offer them.
I've seen there are also the possibility to have a dialogue system and to make decisions. How deep are these decisions we do in this game?
It depends. There is some decisions you make which are purely flavor. There's a lot of decisions that will steer your conversations and your relationship to that certain person into a different direction. You will have also the possibility of skill checks in those dialogues and earn rewards. And then we have throughout the game a lot of points where you really have to make a decision which will affect the outcome of the game. It will have immediate consequences at this point, and then later on we will have decisions which will lead to a different ending of the game.
Can you give us an example of this mole system?
Well, there's that example I talked about in the presentation, that there's this cannibal who has prisoners and taken prisoners, and they're bound to him. So you're confronted with the choice of either killing him and thus killing the prisoners because you have no means to free them, or killing or sparing the cannibals, thus freeing the prisoners, but you never are going to know what the cannibal is going to do next.
Okay, and how these you said this affects sometimes the game. There's a game which is very famous for this. It's a Witcher. Does it work like that? That you don't know when something affects you, and there is coming something later in the game where you has to pay for your decision?
Usually, when you are confronted with a grave decision, you will be noticed of that, but not always.
And in the case of these freeing prisoners or not, what if I kill him because he's doing such a harm to the people? Isn't it a good decision? What could happen?
Well, it means that you kill 7 innocent people, and you will have to confront their families and justify yourself. So we're trying to emphasize that in this situation, there's neither good nor bad. There's just the facts and how you deal with them.
I know that the people who are into Dark Eye are very strict to what is universe about, and
I know that now too.
and how did you integrate the original features of these kind of universe in the game?
We try to balance it. So the basics are as close as we could get to the original. That's what I meant by saying that the names are the same, the amount is taken from there and everything. But we don't play with dice, so you don't roll dice for your skill checks. And there's a lot of other ways that we just wanted to bring more dynamic into the game and put more emphasis on the real time aspects to have the fans of action adventures satisfied, and satisfy the role-playing games more with the story and the course of the story.
As you already said a bit, that you have known now what the Dark Eye fans are, what they think. Are you have you like a forum or some kind of communication with fans where you get your feedback?
Yeah, we do a lot. We have a website, World of Demonicon, where fans can discuss and interact with developers. We make testing sessions with focus groups where we invite Dark Eye players, pen and paper players, to come and test our game and listen to their opinion. And our author, who is like the head of the Dark Eye component of our game, he's still an active author for the Dark Eye universe outside of our game, so he's woven deeply into the Dark Eye community.
Okay, and when is the game coming out, on which platforms?
It's coming out in fall this year on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 and PC.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.